You just got the notification. Your paycheck is cleared. It is a good number, one your younger self would have celebrated. But then the month begins. Rent leaves the account. Invisible subscriptions renew. Food delivery fees add up. The premium car payment is deducted automatically. Suddenly, before the month is half over, that impressive salary feels incredibly small. You are not buying designer clothes every weekend or taking lavish vacations. Yet somehow you are making more money than ever, but still feel broke. This is the trap of the modern high earner. Modern culture says the solution is simply to earn more. But Japanese money habits reveal an uncomfortable truth. Your lifestyle has quietly expanded to absorb every extra dollar. Today, we look at how the Japanese concept of Kaizen can help you keep the money you earn. Most people think they have an income problem. When the bank account looks thin, the logical answer seems to be working harder or chasing a promotion. But for many professionals, the deeper issue is a baseline problem. When your salary goes up, society encourages you to upgrade your life to match it. You move to a nicer apartment, finance a better car, and pay for the convenience of delivery. Before long, these upgrades stop feeling like rewards and become baseline necessities. You are no longer earning more to build freedom. You are earning more just to maintain a more expensive status quo. We often think fixing our finances requires a massive, painful lifestyle cut. But principles like Kaizen, the art of continuous, small improvements, show us a different path. These habits do not demand deprivation. They simply force money to slow down long enough for you to spot the invisible leaks and quietly redirect that flow toward freedom. Behavioral finance shows that spending naturally expands to match income, a phenomenon known as Parkinson's law of money. When we earn more, our definition of a baseline needs subtly changes. Across many high-cost countries, a six-figure salary no longer guarantees financial safety. This is where the Japanese philosophy of Kaizen protects your cash flow. Originally meaning continuous improvement, Kaizen translates beautifully to personal finance. It is the belief that monumental shifts do not come from drastic, painful overhauls. Instead, they come from tiny 1% adjustments repeated consistently. You do not need to cut your lifestyle in half to start building quiet wealth. You just need to apply Kaizen to notice invisible leaks and make minor course corrections before habits solidify. The first habit we must examine is the automatic upgrade of your surroundings. The most common reaction to a higher salary is moving, trading in a reliable car, or buying premium items simply because you can afford them. Here, the Japanese aesthetic of wabi-sabi becomes deeply relevant. Wabi-sabi is the practice of finding beauty in things that are imperfect or aged. Modern money culture teaches the exact opposite. Older things must be replaced immediately. The visible cost is higher monthly payments. The hidden cost is placing yourself on a hedonic treadmill, spending just to feel the same level of satisfaction. The psychological trap is believing higher price tags automatically deliver greater happiness. To fix this, use a system of lifestyle caps. Decide in advance which one category you truly value upgrading, and strictly cap the rest. Quiet wealth begins when you stop replacing things that still serve you perfectly well. The second shift involves the convenience tax. Once your lifestyle has upgraded, a quieter drain begins. You work demanding hours, so you tell yourself you deserve convenience. You order food delivery instead of cooking, or take ride shares instead of the train. This challenges the Japanese concept of motenai, which conveys a sense of regret concerning waste. Motenai is about not wasting resources that could be building your freedom. The visible cost is the endless stream of service and delivery fees. The real cost is paying a massive premium just to buy back the free time your job took away. The psychological trap is using busyness to justify financial leakage. The Kaizen fix is introducing a small friction point. Commit to a do-it-yourself rule for just one day a week to reset your baseline. True luxury is having the time to prepare your own simple meal. Moving to the third principle, we must address blind subscriptions. When your salary increases, a subtle shift happens. You stop checking small numbers. You ignore the $15 streaming service or the $20 premium app. This introduces the value of Kakeibo, the Japanese method of mindful budgeting. Kakeibo is not powerful because of paper ledgers. It is powerful because it deliberately slows money down. Modern electronic money is frictionless. It tap and goes and auto-renews. The visible cost is just a few small monthly charges, but the hidden cost is a continuous bleeding of your cash flow that completely bypasses your awareness. The psychological trap is the illusion of scale, telling yourself it is too small to matter. But small leaks sink large ships. The system fix is a quarterly subscription audit. Sit down every 3 months and ruthlessly cancel anything unused in 30 days. Awareness does not make you poor. It gives your money a purposeful direction. The fourth pattern centers on the peer pressure benchmark. As your career advances, you are surrounded by other high earners. Suddenly, after-work dinners become expensive culinary experiences. This is the moment to embrace ubai-tori, the Japanese concept that means never comparing yourself to others, as every flower blooms in its own time. The modern problem is absorbing the spending habits of peers without realizing it. The visible cost is inflated bar tabs and overpriced vacations. The real cost is earning a fantastic salary but living as if you earn 10% more, keeping yourself broke just to maintain appearances. The psychological trap is status signaling, spending to prove you belong in the room. The system fix is building a budget wall based on your values and learning the quiet power of saying no. Your financial timeline is entirely your own. Quiet wealth never requires an audience. The fifth habit is emotional splurging. The pressure of a high-paying career often triggers a cycle of spending to cope. After an exhausting week, you reward yourself with an expensive dinner or late-night online shopping. The traditional practice of Shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing, offers a vital financial lesson here. While it means spending time in nature to restore mental clarity, its financial translation is finding deeply restorative practices that cost nothing. The modern problem is confusing commercial consumption with actual self-care. The visible cost is unneeded packages at your door. The hidden cost is using hard-earned money to momentarily escape the stress caused by earning that very money. The psychological trap is believing you deserve an expensive reward for suffering. The system fix is separating stress relief from spending. Build a list of free, restorative activities before reaching for your wallet. If you constantly spend money to buy peace, you are only renting it. The sixth trap is the future income illusion. Even with a great salary, it is easy to justify financing luxury purchases or carrying a credit card balance because you expect a bonus or raise next year. This requires the practice of hansei, the Japanese art of honest self-reflection. Modern culture normalizes consumer debt as a tool for impatience. The visible cost is interest eating away your cash flow. The hidden cost is actively mortgaging your future freedom to finance a lifestyle you cannot fully afford today. The psychological trap is overconfidence, assuming your income will always rise. The system fix is scheduling a monthly hansei session. Review your statements and face the raw numbers without telling yourself comforting stories about next year's promotion. You must reflect honestly before the pattern repeats. Wealth is about handing your future self choices, not obligations. The seventh illusion is the leftover savings trap. A high salary often creates a false sense of security. You tell yourself you will spend comfortably and simply save whatever is left at the end of the month. But without boundaries, your lifestyle expands to consume the available funds, leaving nothing. This brings us to chokin, the Japanese practice of deliberate saving. The modern problem is treating your financial future as an afterthought. The visible cost is a non-existent emergency fund despite high earnings. The hidden cost is the massive loss of compound interest. The psychological trap is overestimating your end-of-month willpower. The system fix is taking willpower completely out of the equation. Automate your account so a set percentage is transferred to your investments the exact morning your paycheck lands. You must pay your future self before your present lifestyle has the chance to spend it. Finally, the eighth barrier is the big fix paralysis. When high earners finally realize their money is leaking, they often delay taking action. They wait for a massive end-of-year bonus to completely change their lives all at once. This completely forgets the true essence of Kaizen. The visible cost of waiting is financial stagnation month after month. But the real cost is that your poor spending habits become deeply hardwired. The psychological trap is perfectionism, the belief that if you cannot fix everything today, you should not fix anything at all. The Kaizen system fix is to reject the massive overhaul entirely. Pick exactly one tiny invisible leak in your cash flow and plug it today. Cancel one unused application or skip one convenience fee this week. Quiet wealth is never built in dramatic leaps. It is built and preserved in the quiet safety of small, continuous adjustments. Before this sounds like a rigid lecture telling you to stop enjoying the salary you work so hard to earn, pause here. That is not the point. Earning a high income is an incredible achievement. The point of these Japanese habits is not to force you into a life of misery or extreme minimalism. The point is direction. It is about waking up from automatic consumption. It is about ensuring that the money you trade your valuable time for actually stays with you to build safety, rather than leaking away into a lifestyle you do not even truly care about. You do not need to stop spending entirely. You just need to stop paying for things that no longer serve your ultimate freedom. So, how do you begin without feeling completely overwhelmed? This is your practical Kaizen action blueprint. First, invoke the spirit of Hansei and look back at your last 30 days of spending. Do not judge the numbers, just observe them. Highlight every recurring payment, convenience fee, and emotional purchase. Next, separate them into baseline needs, conscious wants, and blind leaks. Remember the trap of the big fix. Do not try to eliminate every leak tomorrow. Instead, choose exactly one small leak to close today. Cancel one subscription or skip one delivery fee this week. Finally, take the exact amount of money you just saved and set up an automatic transfer. Move it directly to your long-term investment account the exact moment your next paycheck lands. Practicing the rule of Chokin. You are just making one tiny shift and letting that small improvement compound over time. Earning a high salary is only the first half of the wealth equation. If your lifestyle constantly expands to absorb your income, you will always feel broke, no matter how much your salary grows. Remember, the goal is not to look rich by constantly upgrading your material life. The goal is to build quiet wealth, having the absolute freedom and peace of mind that comes from knowing your money is working for you in the background. Apply a little Kaizen to your accounts this week. Start small, stay consistent, and watch those minor improvements transform your financial reality. If this video helped you see your money through a clearer lens, please subscribe for more discussions on quiet wealth and mindful habits. This video is for educational purposes only and is not personal financial advice. Financial rules and investment products vary by country. Always consider your own personal situation and speak with a qualified professional when making financial decisions.